How to use your intuition for the best shopping deals. Weird but cool uses for your everyday products. How to avoid the freshman 15. Good morning to you and welcome to Life Love Shopping. I'm Andrea Jackson.
And I'm Rachel Kay. Now, most of us go to work thinking, is it Friday yet?
Yes.
But you don't have to be miserable. You can make every day feel like Friday. So start your day with positivity. Have a library of positive thoughts that you can pull from. Start your day by reading an inspirational book and do self-affirmations in the mirror, just like Stuart Smalley. You can use your commute wisely. Most people spend their commute time listening to news or making phone calls, but listen to music that pumps you up. It'll help you get in the right mood, and you can even make your own let's get pumped up mixes.
Ooh, I like that.
And when you're at work, do what's most important first. Get more things out of the way that way. And you want to avoid negative people so you'll be in a better mood. And be sure to wind down and relax after work.
There are plenty of fish in the sea, but there are also a lot of sharks too. We're revealing the 3 dating sharks to avoid. First up, the not actually single shark. Hard to spot, but if you look for a wedding ring mark, that might be the telltale sign. They are dangerous because if you fall for him, it will only end in heartbreak. The serial monogamous. The shark, this is the type of person who hasn't been single since 10th grade, you know the type, or the person who's seeing someone new all the time. They can often get clingy and needy. They don't discriminate against who they are after. They just want a warm body to cuddle with. And the label hater shark. You know, the kind that doesn't want to put a name to the relationship. Yes. This person will wine and dine you, take you on trips, but never admit you are dating. They are dangerous because they can suck up months of your time and you never end up together.
And if you want to put a hex on your ex or one of those sharks, you cannot buy that potion on eBay. The online auction site has banned any sort of magical products. The reason? It causes too many issues with transactions and are often never resolved. So starting next month, eBay's new guidelines will prohibit the sale of blessings, enchantments, psychic advice, and other metaphysical readings and services. Tangible items like crystals and wands and even holy water, though, are fair game. So if you want to sell magic or buy love potion number 9, you're gonna have to try Craigslist.
Shopping is a woman's favorite pastime. We shop for fun and we even shop for retail therapy. But there are ways to use our intuition to shop smarter. Intuitive healer and psychic medium Peggy Romito is here with us this morning. Good morning, Peggy.
Good morning.
We've got some cool problem solutions here for shopping. So you can't ever make a decision. You're always afraid if you do buy it, you'll regret it. If you don't, you'll regret it.
Right.
What's the solution?
Well, the best thing to do is get out of your head, change your consciousness, your mindset about it, and just decide that if it shows up, I'm going to buy it, and if it feels good, I will know it in the moment. And don't listen to other people. Block out other people's opinions. You really want to go with how it feels for you in that moment. And then even see yourself at home with it. Am I still going to enjoy this? And if you can, even go, 6 months from now, will I wear that? Do I want that? What's the fulfillment level? Does it feel good to me, or do I have other things like it already? And then walk away. See how you feel in 10 minutes later. If you can't remember it in 10 minutes, you're certainly not going to remember it in 6 months.
Yeah, that's really good. I always try and give it the 24-hour Passover, just to see if I really want to go back and get it.
Exactly. And if it's you're supposed to have it, it'll pop back in and you'll go back and get it.
Law of attraction, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now here's another problem. You can't ever find anything you like. Everything you do like, you can't afford.
That's the worst. So you got to feel good. So I always say, if you start, it's that old, beer budget champagne likes, right?
Yes.
So if you start with feeling good on the inside and projecting yourself as someone who's worthy and beautiful and can have whatever they want, and that the right item will show up in your budget, and then dress for success. Wear a nice watch or a piece of jewelry or something that makes you feel good, because again, it's that law of attraction. It will lead you or guide you to that best situation, whatever it is you want. And then the second thing to do is only have a certain amount of money. So if I want to buy something, take $300 with me if that's my budget, and say, okay, I want to get something that's 70% off or less. And then just roam. Give yourself, whether it's 3 hours or the whole day. And if you run across that deal, great. If you don't, keep your money, go home, and then the next time, sooner or later, you will be able to just be led to that great deal. And I've had so many amazing good purchases by doing that.
Now, what if you're a compulsive shopper and you can't say no?
That is the most difficult. That's more of an addiction or a compulsion, so you have to break it. You have to really work at that subconscious level. So I always give people a mantra, and mantras are the antithesis of how you're feeling. So a great mantra for someone to say would be, I love that I only buy what I need, and I love that I only need what I buy.
Ooh, that's
so
good.
If you use that, then when you go out, you only take a little amount of money. You take like $20, give yourself a short period of time, 30 minutes, you know what's on your mind, and you go out and you buy that. And when you purchase it, you feel that win. You go, I love that I only buy what I need, and I love that I only need what I buy.
Yeah.
And that anchors in that memory in your mind and body, so that next time you can build on that, and you can eventually have your credit cards with you and more money, and be able to actually spend the day shopping and say no.
Okay, Peggy, thank you so much. For more on Peggy, we're going to connect you to our website, lifeloveshopping.com.
Some people go bananas for fashion, and others will literally die for it.
I'm Rachel Zoe, and I'm a stylist.
Oh my gosh.
I just died. Bananas.
You look amazing.
Sorry, that was my best Rachel Zoe impression. She gave Glamour magazine her ultimate do's and don'ts of fashion, and here is what she says. Do tread lightly on trends. You have to interpret what's hot to make it work on yourself. The idea is that the way you wear it is the most becoming on you. Don't get discouraged by a limited budget. The key is creativity and mixing and matching what you wear. And do copy people. Take someone in the public eye whose style you admire or whose body you think yours is most similar to. See what they do and try to emulate it. Hair dryers aren't just for blow drying your lovely locks. Did you know you can actually fix a car dent with your hair dryer?
This is the coolest thing. Here are 3 cool uses for beauty products for household fixes. Here's how you fix car dents with your blow dryer. If you have a dent in your car on a metal panel like your hood, doors, or your fenders, you can fix it with your blow dryer in a can of compressed air. Just blast the dent on medium heat for about a minute, then blast the air until the dent pops.
That's amazing.
You don't even need to use the compressed air. You can just blast it with the hot air and then get underneath the hood and then hold it there until it cools off, and it pops, and there you go.
That's amazing.
You can also use hairspray to remove stains. Hairspray can remove everything from hair color stains to last night's spilled Merlot. Just mist the stain with hairspray and blot until it's gone.
That's a good use. And then use toothpaste to polish your silver. You don't need to score silver polish. Simply squirt a little bit of regular white toothpaste to polish any silver you have. You just don't use a gel or whitening formula. That trick will not work. And stay tuned. We've, of course, got 5 more weird but cool uses for your beauty products throughout our show.
That's true. The first 6 weeks of college are the most crucial in a student's life. In order to succeed, you need to learn to navigate new surroundings, new people, and expectations. Here are 3 tips to forming great habits that will carry you through college and even through life. Find your niche. Attend meetings to find out about student organizations, but limit yourself to 2 or 3 activities you can devote time to rather than spreading yourself too thin. Avoid going home. You should be connecting with your new campus, which you cannot do effectively if you're going home for high school football games. And pay attention to your mind, body, and spirit. I know it sounds corny, but it's true. Eat well and eat healthy. You're offered 3 solid meals a day. Take advantage of it. Use the campus rec center, and however you find spiritual fulfillment, find it.
College is all about finding your freedom and, of course, education. And if you're a freshman, the fear of gaining 15 pounds. Millennial generation expert Chelsea Cross is with us this morning. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Now, I gained a good 10 pounds my freshman year a long time ago, and you did, yes?
I did too.
So we can relate. But does any one thing really cause the weight gain?
I don't think it's one thing. I wish it was one thing, but it's multiple things that cause the weight gain.
All right, so how do we prevent this? What can we teach, students? Like you say, to read the labels.
Absolutely. Reading the labels is key, not just for college students, but for everybody to lead a healthy lifestyle. For instance, if you take a jar of Skippy peanut butter and a natural jar of peanut butter, it's incredible to see how many ingredients there are in Skippy versus the natural jar of peanut butter.
There's like 3 or 4, right?
Oh my God, there's like 10 ingredients in Skippy. Peanut butter should be nuts and maybe salt.
Maybe salt.
But
okay.
if you can't read what's in the food, don't eat it.
Don't eat it. If it's like crazy words.
All the
it's probably not
chemicals
worth
and
it.
natural the aspartame and the artificial sweeteners, it's not worth eating. That's what causes major weight gain.
Okay, that's good to know. Now, don't skip breakfast. Every student's going to rush out to get to class.
Yes, and as students, we want to sleep as much as possible, and sleep is extremely important also for weight loss. But don't skip breakfast. If you want to boost the metabolism throughout the day, you have to start your meal in the morning, and it's also brain food, so it's very important.
And that's as simple as like a muffin or some toast with peanut butter.
Have a bowl of oatmeal and put a scoop of peanut butter, some toast. Even coffee is great for you in the morning. Caffeine is actually beneficial for weight loss, but don't put half and half and real sugar.
And it'll keep you awake during class.
I need coffee,
Yes,
but it's what you put in the coffee that can
makes a
also help
difference.
with weight gain. So it's very important.
All right, and then exercise, of course.
Yes.
You can't do this without exercise. But what type of exercise? I mean, college kids are busy, and what should we do?
I think I've created dorm room workouts. I think you could do dips on your bed. I mean, you could do push-ups, you could do sit-ups, you could just do jumping jacks. Any type of exercise is vital. Don't use the elevator, use the stairs.
Right.
Walk around campus. I mean, campuses are usually
Huge.
large,
They're huge,
and
yeah.
if not, they're in cities, so you could walk around the city. Take advantage of using your legs if you have them.
Yes.
So, you know, if you don't have a gym membership, we can always use the things around us to work out. And it'll pump your endorphins and help you do better throughout the day.
And then we, of course, have to talk about alcohol, even though freshmen shouldn't really be drinking alcohol, but sometimes it happens. That can also help you gain weight too.
Absolutely, and whether parents want to believe it or hear it or not, when you go into college, alcohol becomes part of your diet, and alcohol is extremely high in calories.
Yes.
So for those girls who don't want the beer belly, lay off the beer.
Lay off the beer. There
and,
you go.
You know, aside from alcohol being very dangerous, there's so many reported incidents of drinking and driving, and unfortunately, alcohol poisoning.
So make sure you have a designated driver.
Absolutely.
And someone who's going to be there to look out for everybody.
Moderation is key for everything, and especially going into college, whether it's, you know, food, fun, and alcohol. My high school used to always leave us, you know, going into the weekend, everybody do moderation this weekend. And I used to laugh, but it's so true. Everything in moderation.
Thank you so much, Chelsea.
Thank
we
you.
really appreciate it. You can find more tips to prevent the freshman 15 on our website.
Still more to come here on Life Love Shopping. We're taking a peek inside some of the greatest celebrity homes after the break. Also some cool coffee facts to savor over your morning cup of joe. That's coming up next. But if you need to jot down a number and you don't have a pen, just grab a lip or an eyeliner. It'll work just as well.
If you want a frame or a cabinet to have a weathered look, just try this Vaseline trick. Apply Vaseline on the wood where you want it to look distressed, then apply a top coat of paint. The paint will come right off when you sand off the Vaseline, giving you that chipped paint look.
For all you coffee lovers out there, we have the buzz on some coffee facts that might surprise you. Coffee was first discovered by a goat. A young goat herder by the name of Kaldi in the 9th century noticed his goats acting strange when they ate the cherries from the coffee tree, so he tried it for himself. A light roast, believe it or not, has more caffeine than a dark roast. Light roast coffee actually has more caffeine than dark roast coffee. The reason: the longer coffee is roasted, the more caffeine is cooked out of the bean. And coffee was once illegal. Coffee was declared illegal 3 times by 3 different cultures.
Thank God it's not illegal here. Why not make your coffee gourmet? Here's a way to do it right at home.
With the end of summer just around the corner, now is the time to invite your friends over and host those backyard barbecues and parties you've been talking about. But with the heat and humidity, what do you serve with dessert? Don't forego coffee just because the temperature is hot. Consider an iced coffee instead. On behalf of Javalia, a premium coffee now in grocery stores nationwide, I wanted to share some tricks to chill out and perk up your coffee this summer. To start, use a rich, never bitter brew like Javalia House Blend, French roast, vanilla, or one of its other 10 varieties. Remember to refrigerate the coffee before pouring over ice. To avoid watery iced coffee, consider brewing your coffee slightly stronger, or try making ice cubes out of the coffee and use those instead of regular ice. If you want to sweeten it up a little, just make a simple syrup by dissolving equal parts sugar and water over medium-low heat, or you can add your favorite flavored syrup. You can also check out delicious iced coffee recipes like mint mocha iced coffee at javalia.com.
Planning on selling your home? Well, here are a few fads from the 1980s and 90s that need to go, starting with carpet in the bathroom. The first rule of home staging is that cleanliness sells, and there is no way 20-year-old wall-to-wall in a bathroom will ever look or feel clean. Brass hardware, unless it's super high quality, brass fittings such as doorknobs, drawer pulls, and faucets do not stand the test of time. Most of these are easy to switch out and will make a world of difference. And wall-to-wall mirrors. The days of floor-to-ceiling mirrored closet doors are over. It's best to remove the mirrors and repaint the doors underneath, or just replace the doors altogether.
There goes my wall-to-wall mirrored closets.
Oh, no.
Oh, man. Well, you can find the latest home trends in Hollywood. Jessica Reyes from our news partner, The Daily Buzz, has a look inside the homes of the rich and famous. Good morning, Jess.
Good morning, that's right, ladies. And today we get an inside look at how some of Hollywood's biggest celebs live, and I mean big. First up, there's Demi Moore's ex, Ashton Kutcher. This home in Los Angeles, California is listed at $10.8 million. Kutcher was renting the 9,400 square foot Hollywood Hills home pictured here, but he reportedly decided to buy it after fellow celebrity Justin Bieber expressed interest in purchase. And speaking of Justin Bieber, oh, he's also on this list. This $6 million hacienda-style mansion of 6 bedrooms and 7 bathrooms belongs to the Biebs. I'm sure Selena loves it. And last but not least, Miss recently engaged Jennifer Aniston. The purchase price of this beauty right here is just $20.9 million. It's right out of Bel Air Estate, Los Angeles. And if you think that's much, Aniston just purchased 2 West Village condos in New York for $6.5 million. There's a lot of money out there. And ladies, that's your buzz on Celeb Homes. Catch me weekday mornings on The Daily Buzz.
Good for her. Both Jennifer Aniston and Courtney Cox seem to be real estate moguls.
They do.
They buy a ton of property, and Courtney Cox was flipping a lot of properties.
That's a good way to make money. And then, but what do you do with all those bathrooms?
Oh, I'm sure you could find something to do with them.
Why do you need, I don't ever understood that. Like, why do you need 15 bathrooms?
The house is large. You want to make sure there's one conveniently located down the hallway.
You're right, exactly. All right, give a girl the right shoes and she can conquer the world. How to make your own sandals.
Plus, how to transform your old high heels right after the break. So those little nooks in your keyboard can get filled with yucky stuff. A quick swipe with a makeup brush is ideal to get between the keys and clean out the dirt. Just be sure to use an old makeup brush, or if you're using a new one, make sure you clean it before you put it back into your makeup bag. But that's a great way to get in between those little keys.
Yes. Now, don't need another pair of shoes, said no woman ever. But we do have some shoes that we don't wear anymore.
Very true. We're going to show you how to transform them into a brand new pair.
Yes, starting with flip-flops. Okay, you can take just the basic flip-flop. You know, everyone has these. You can buy them for $1 at Target, Walmart. You want to pull out the rubber thong part, right? So
which oftentimes rubs on your foot anyway.
Yeah, and you can get a blister. So you pull that out, and then you can either take yarn or even old fabric, or you could buy fabric, and you just cut it up, and you can make your own straps. And what you do is you just tie a knot on the bottom, and then to secure it, you just take a fabric glue and glue it into place, you know, so that way it doesn't, when you're walking, it won't fall apart.
Okay, so that's it, just the fabric
glue? Yeah,
glue?
just a fabric glue, yeah. And the yarn is super cheap at the store, and you can braid it, or you could twist it and make knots with it, and then you have new flip-flops. Or you can take a pair of really old, nasty flip-flops and cover them up like I did here. And what you do is you just wrap the yarn around, and you just tie it in little knots. And then the cool part here with this is you can make the straps a little longer, and what you do is you just wrap it around your foot, and you have that like boho chic gladiator, you know, type of look. And you could braid it too. You could do a braid or the wrap like that, or, you know, whatever you want.
See,
you can use
kind of a fun birthday party activity too.
Oh, that
for the
would
kids.
be fun.
Yeah.
That's a really good idea.
Now off to the stilettos. We all have maybe a pair of stilettos in our closet we can't quite let go of, but they might need a little refresher or an update. You can add gems to the heels. You can just go to the craft store and grab yourself these cool peel and stick gems, and those can add to the heel, so you can have your own sort of Manolo Blahnik, Christian Louboutin sort of, you know, air about your new shoes. And use tweezers and some glue to make sure you tack them on so that they stay on. And then if you want to create like this patent leather look, that extra toe, all you need to do is really tape off the part here, and then you can add whatever color paint you want. And then when you take off the masking tape, then you've got your little design pattern there.
Yeah, that acrylic paint is so inexpensive too. It's like 50 cents at the store, and you could even paint an entire shoe a whole nother color. And we've all got those shoes that are super worn out, or they have scuff marks on them, and you could just paint it and you have a brand new shoe and no one would know.
And if you buy a thing of red paint, all you do is you paint the bottom of your soles red, and you've got an instant pair of Christian Louboutins for about 5 cents.
For about 5 cents, exactly.
And you're saving yourself $1,000.
And no one would know.
Exactly.
And the best part about the little gems on the back,
this is so cute.
You can go all out, you know, and do the whole shoe. You could do the whole heel or anything. So
Okay.
there
There's
you have
no
it.
place like home.
No.
Or Life Love Shopping.
And here at Life Love Shopping, we want to connect with you. When we're not on TV, you can stay in touch by liking our Facebook page, see behind the scenes photos and what's coming up tomorrow.
All right, we have enjoyed having you here this morning. Thanks for joining us. We're here on WeTV every weekday morning.